Hi kids! For today's project, I'd like to show you how to draw a field of poppies, with some flowers large and close up and others smaller in the distance. This is a simple way to learn how artists show space and depth in a drawing while still using easy flower shapes that are fun to repeat and color. Let's get started. Let's begin by drawing a horizon line about a third of the way down the paper. That's going to give us a little room for sky and a lot of room for all of our poppies. Let's begin by drawing the centers of the flowers first. It's kind of like a bumpy little oval like this. After the center is drawn, then draw a scallop kind of flower shape around it. Now these flowers near the bottom of the paper are going to be the largest, so keep that in mind as you draw your first one. After the first poppy is done, then let's make a row of them off to the right. I'm starting with the centers, those little bumpy oval shapes, and adding the petals around it. Don't worry if they're different sizes. The flowers will actually look more realistic if they're all just a little bit different from each other. Now we can start drawing another row. Notice I'm making these a little smaller than the first, and I'm trying to fill in the spaces between those larger flowers in a nice and balanced way. Also, feel free to have some of the flowers go off the page too, if you'd like. Moving up, let's add another row of poppies that are even a little bit smaller than the ones below. The shapes can get pretty simple now because these flowers are further away, so we can't see as much detail as the ones that are closer to us. All right, let's do one more row of flower shapes that go across the page and still kind of fill in empty spaces so they can move up and down. They certainly don't need to be in a straight line. Okay, let's fill in the rest of our field now with shapes that I would just describe as blobs. They can be little ovals or little bumpy ovals, but these are flowers that are really far away, so we just see a little bit of color to them. After our field drawing is done, let's take a moment to add some clouds and sun in the sky. It always makes things a little more interesting and adds more color too. Now that the pencil drawing is done, it's time to get out that black Sharpie marker and start carefully tracing over all of our lines. After the tracing is done, it's smart to get a good eraser and erase any pencil lines that might still be showing. Now we're ready to color, and the centers of poppies are really black, so let's use our Sharpie markers for them. A red marker is going to work great for coloring in our poppies. If you'd like to get your smoothest look, you do need to work slowly, making strokes that fill in, but overlap as little as possible. The same is true for coloring in the grass. Long, smooth strokes, which put down one layer of color, will give you a nice light shade of green. The goal is to fill in all around those flowers and not leave any white spots if possible. Now this kind of coloring does take some extra time, I know, but the lighter shade of green that we're making will give us the option of adding some shadows at the end. Hopefully now you can see the benefits of coloring with markers this way. So you can do the same thing in the sky, making nice smooth strokes that overlap as little as possible, but fill everything in with a nice shade of blue. After the sky is done, then that sun, of course, needs a little bit of yellow. This final step now is totally optional. It's adding a shadow beneath our poppies. All you have to do is take that green marker and add a little more green color right underneath each flower. Go over it as much as you need to make it a darker shade of green than the grass. And that, my friends, is how you can draw a nice big poppy field that looks like it really takes up a lot of space. It's all because the further away our flowers were, the smaller we drew them. Pretty cool, huh? At Art Projects for Kids, you'll find many more drawing video lessons just like this, including one for drawing a blooming poppy and a Georgia O'Keeffe poppy. I hope you check them out too.